we open on a bar in the center of Tokyo. We zoom in and we see three generals, a Russian, a Japanese, and a Chinese general, sitting at a table in a secluded dark corner.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself? They decimated our Pacific Fleet.
We took out so many of their carriers. We caused so much devastation, and they never saw it coming.
They didn't see it coming. The footage that we have really goes against that fact. We seen stuff we didn't know was possible. We seen a guy making ice, a guy use portals with his sword, an on fire Aster, and a guy turn into a tree. Like we weren't.
And now we
ready
have
for that.
valuable information about the American Aster program. Valuable information we wouldn't have had otherwise. Now we know. Now we can prepare.
Means nothing. Information means nothing when hundreds of our Zeros were killed in action. Where are we going to replace them? Answer me that. Riddle me that, genius.
We will refill the camps. It's fine. We've done it before. We can do it again.
And you expect me to give more of my men?
I will.
No, I've already given you hundreds of thousands of civilians. How many more do I have to give before people start figuring out what's going on and I have a fucking revolution on my hands too?
Look, we are so close to having a breakthrough. The Zeros could have worked. They will work. This was field testing.
That is not field testing. That is pulling the cat out of the bag way too early. We needed
the
to
Americans
do
had untold casualties.
Untold casualties, yes. But we lost months of valuable data because you jumped the gun and thought it was a great time to attack when we could have spent the next 3 or 4 months testing these Zeros and actually doing damage without bringing the fucking United States Army into this fucking war.
The next 3 or 4 months delaying the inevitable and giving the United States Army time to get their Aster program even more powerful than it already was. Now, they have to be in action. They have no more time to prepare. This is it.
My question for you.
Neither do we.
My question for you. Do you have an Aster pilot that can use portals?
Yeah. Do you have a fucking Aster that can turn into a tree?
Do you have an Aster that
underestimating ourselves
when we turn off the radio signal?
We are underestimating ourselves. We are so close to having an Aster program as powerful as the Americans. And now we have valuable data that we gathered in the field.
You have overestimated yourself by sending Asters that destroy themselves once they lose the radio frequency controlling them.
So we pivot the program. We turn our program more towards what the Americans are doing. A few pilots, more specialized. We have the capabilities.
And we're already years behind them. Look, I don't know how it works on your little island utopia that you have here, but in my country, people are starving, people are scared, people are having their fathers, their brothers, their fucking sons sent off to God knows where, not seeing him again. People are starting to ask questions.
You walked into this war eyes wide fucking open. You knew exactly what this was going to cost you and your people, and the price you are paying now will be worth it, and your people will thank you when it is done and dusted. Eyes wide open. You knew that you weren't going to walk out of this casualty-free. You knew what you were bringing to the table. It wasn't my advanced technology, it was your labor force.
It's not gonna help when we don't have any more eyes to be open. Fuck it. Fine. How many more do we need this time? 20,000? 6 months?
Give or take.
I'll talk to my ministers. I'll see where we can pull more people.
Thank you for your cooperation.
The next time they go into battle, they better be working. Because if they're not, the Americans aren't the only people you're going to have to worry about.
Look, I've been corresponding with our Western Front. They're not too happy either, and that is one. In my country, we have a saying: "Don't poke the fucking bear." And that is one bear I do not want to poke any further. So whatever we do next, it's got to go off without a hitch.
We will devastate them.
Can we tell that pot wash to wash the pots elsewhere? I don't know why he's doing it right next to the table, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's been here for like 10 minutes just standing. Is that something normal that happens here?
Yes, it is. So sorry that I picked this terrible bar.
So what? Do we shoot him?
No, don't shoot him. He's my lover.
And with that, we zoom out